Alright, so this is Grapple Dogs Cosmic Canines. We are going to be doing funny stuff. And I need to pull up my root doc because I need to remember what I even do. Because my splits usually say that. Master doc. There we go. Alright, so, oh yeah, I should say, this game is in German for the same reason the last game in the series is in German. It saves 0.1 per load. I don't make the rules, it just does. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna just get going. 3, 2, 1. Now, I'm a moderator of the leaderboard for this game, so, and for the last one. So, allow me to bring you into Grapple Dogs. So, this game we have two playable characters. This is our first one, Pablo. His fastest form of movement is punching. So yeah, we have a lot of funny tech. Yeah, I'm a mod. I make the rules, not on how the game works, Wallow. Alright, so, and here we get introduction to the grapple, our actual fastest form of movement when used right. So we can grapple onto specific objects. So that is the first half of this beautiful level. Also, you might be wondering why the backgrounds are flat colors opposed to what they normally look like. This is for performance reasons, to make sure my Switch does not explode when trying to render like everything. Roll. Okay. And we are going to come up to the end of our first level into the swing right here. So, Pablo is going to get attacked by everyone's favorite boss, Ghoulam, or as I call him, Goobert. Except, he is not, because we are now playing our first level with our second protagonist, Luna, who is also very fun. This game's just fun. So, Luna has a gun. She's just Shadow the Hedgehog. And she also has a dash, which I love. But believe it or not, since she is also a grapple dog, in a game called Grapple Dogs, she has a grapple. Unthinkable, I know. Yeah, and for some reason, not for some reason, this is intentional. Pointing the gun downwards decreases your fall speed. And shooting, I should say, well, having the gun pointed downwards. It changes, what that does changes depending on what gun it is. For example, with the shotgun and the chlorophyller, which we are going to get to later, those two give like an actual mid-air jump. Oh, right. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the first world, Tower of Balance. But now we just have one of the easiest bosses you will ever see in a video game. Golem, or Golem in English. This is a very simple boss. you can just see how this is going to play out, can't you? That's wrong. Alright, so... yeah, Gulm's more or less dead now. There is nothing he can do to stop his demise. Also, Luna's gun's now behind her. Alright, that is exposition. We do not care about the story. What we do care about is we are now going into our first world. The generator. And now I'm going to wait a bit before skipping this cutscene. That is so the game doesn't crash. Because this is the launch version of the game. Well, day 1 patch version. Which is very prone to crashing. So we're doing our first bonus level of the game. Crate times. We need to break all the crates. That is the goal of this level. And thanks to Pablo's brilliant punching move, which is the peak of game design. I asked Joseph Gribben himself. He did say it was peak. Alright, yeah. That gives us a gem. So I should go into the routing of this game and what we did with this. So we are simply trying to get the minimum amount of gems possible needed to open each game. To open each boss. So welcome to Monkey Business, the first actual level of the game. So, yeah, we are just going to go and do everything that we need to. There are 3 gems in each main level. And there's our first one. This world needs... we need 12, if I remember correctly, to open the boss gate. Right. So yeah. I should also mention by holding the ground pound button, we get a slam jump, or pound jump, whatever you want to call it. Fairly similar to Odyssey's ground pound jump, but, you know, 2D. Now we have our first power-up of the game. Electricity. This allows us to just ride these panels, and it's very fun. Also these cannons. And you might be wondering, what are these orange fruits we end up collecting? What are they used for? They're mainly used in the shop. Well, yeah, that's their only use, in the shop. That's going to... we're only going to use them to buy health upgrades. So now I'm just collecting these shards to get this gem that is here. Very lovely gem. And there is one I'm very prone to missing coming up. I'm not missing it today. So, that is all the gems in this level. And, yeah, that's me just moving on now. This game does have a lot of really fun tech that we are going to get to see fairly soonish. Okay, let me go. Now, I need to pull up the root dock. Okay. Oh, it's on target. So I'm going to go through this gate here to go down here and open this bonus level. This is our first bonus level with Luna on target. very fun level. It's more or less just break targets from smash melee. Never mind, go up. Alright. Now we're going to our first actual full level with Luna. This is Savage Sands. Very fun level. A lot of the levels in this game are just fun. This is the first level where I don't get all 3 gems. I'm only going to get 2 of them. So, you're gonna see main form of movement with Luna when we're not grappling is just dashing. And there's our first gem. Dash, 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 dash. Right, so there was a collectible up there that I just missed. It's one of the optional ones and one of the infamously hard collectibles of this game, the duck bands. I cannot be bothered getting them. That's just showing the power of Luna with a good grapple. Because she can keep that going for ages. Oh. Alright. Unlike what I did here, I'm not keeping this going for a while. I do need to get this, so... Oh my... Go. Hit them. So... Now we have... Ooh. Desolate Dunes. Last full level that we do in this world. And one I really like. So I'm going to get all the gems in this level. Once again, wait for the face to appear. That's something I kind of do like about this. They show, like, the bosses well before you fight them, so you get, like, you know, some of their personality. So, I'm just going to punch, punch, punch. That is just a bit of some Pablo's more simple movement. There we go. Please, okay, no. I don't need to go over there. Right, so now I'm going up here. Okay, don't done. Going over here to get a gem. And this warps me to, like, all the way down here, which is nice, so because it means I don't have to go all the way back over. And now we're halfway through. On second half of the level. Oh wait, no, I need to go back. I missed something that I need to get. Never mind. I'm misremembering places. It's up here. That's where it is. So that is the last gem that we need from a main level in this world. We are now going over. The last two gems we're going to get are from bonus levels. Alright, so Electric Collect and Dash Race, two very fun levels. So Electric Collect, this is the first type of this bonus level that we're seeing. This is more or less collect all the berries in the level. The middle sectors are barely visible. It doesn't really matter for this category, let's be real. And I missed some because I forgot to go down. And blame the chroma key. It's like, if we have enough time, I could show off Wrong Warp, because Wrong Warp's a funny glitch. And this is Dash Race. This is the first of this kind as well. More or less, get to the end, because it's a race level. And I should have dashed upwards. Stupid. Fast fall. Yeah, excellent fast fall. Alright, and that is the last gem that we need. We are now going to our first actual boss of the game. This is Hora, who is lovingly referred to as the Wall of Flesh from Terraria. You'll see why. Here he is. We are not going to fight him like this. He's going to use some power he was given and do this. Very fun cutscene. Anyway, welcome to the Wall of Flesh boss fight from Terraria. We are going to run away. Why are we going to run away? Why, of course, because we're going to shoot him with our cell. Right, so yeah. Nice. I love doing that strat, it's just funny. Oh yeah, these are the first time we see these balloons in this route. So yeah, this is the... These are shock balloons. We can only jump off them by, well, shock. Well, that should be a Grapple Dog one was good. Yeah, but Tyrone's a fun first boss as well. I mean, to be fair, Grapple Dog 1 had some fun boss strat names, such as, ones I will not say, such as Panzer Twat Kraken. Okay, ignore that skill issue, I have to start the whole boss again now. Because I touched 1 pixel of a saw. I really should slip down. Alright, let's try this again. So, yeah. But as some reviews have said, about the first game, the best way we can describe it is, it's like Celeste, but instead of being about depression, it's about a grapple dog. This game is, it's like Celeste, but instead of being about depression, there's 2 of them now. Yeah, we're just going through this again. There's nothing much special we can do with this fight. It's like, if we find re-hits for this boss, like we have for one of the later ones that we're gonna find, that we're gonna see soon. Well, soon. It's in World 3. Yeah, it will be very broken. And very good, because this is the most important boss in the game. It's like Celeste, if Celeste was good. Yes, however, Celeste is peak. As we will see from Monica, I don't know if she's done her run yet, but still. Alright, Hora is dead. Oh, she has. I assume it was good then. So, blah blah story stuff. We are now going to, the garden, where we get one of the most broken power-ups in the game. I say that in the good way, because it's given us a way to warp. No, I will not be doing it because there's a risk to crash the game. So, it's swarping time. So yeah, I'm gonna go into here, conveyor crates, very fun level. I don't know if it's a good thing that my laptop sounds like a lawnmower, but oh well. Shadow the Edge Dog indeed. Also, I should say, since this is a Assistant Marathon, it is Luna is a bit of a queer-coded character, because when Pablo compliments her name, she says, "Thanks, I chose it myself." I do not need to explain that. now we are going to Earthblade, our first level with... It's not called the Earthblade, it's just called the Leaf Sword. So, yeah. This is a fun level. However, this power-up's broken. Like, very broken. Oh my days, I just need these berries here, please. Oh, there it is. Okay, one of these controls is refusing to connect. Help. Thank you. Anyway, we're going to try that again, because, crash. Yeah. Jeez. Hello, Aria. Welcome to, the game where I crashed. And that's an example of why this weapon's broken. So I'm not sure how that did not work, but... Oh, there's a different swarp, but... Wait, no, it's down here. This is peak. Alright. Finally, we are out of Earthblade. On to Strange World, which is a game, which is a level. Anyway, while I'm here, I'm going to do a smart decision. Now chat, do I go for the swarp here? Because the sword warp here. Security breach. Do it, I bet. Oh yeah, for some reason, specifically in that animation, we can still move. So, I'm going to go for the swarp in this level purely because Wallow wants me to, and it would be funny if I got it. So, I have a setup for this. Never mind, so. I'm no longer going for it, but yeah, it teleports me to the other side of this wall. That's all you need to know. Alright. Alright, so... Wait, yeah, you get all of them here. So, there's a very fun shortcut that the devs put in, which is very nice for us. Thank you, Joseph. But yeah, first I'm gonna get this. That's gonna take me back out there. Now I need to get 25 keys. I'm gonna take an interesting route. You're seeing I'm skipping some keys. That's because we have a shortcut to skip the gate. Alright, so now on to Terra Luna Nova, which we get the Chloroblaster for. We do not get gems with it because the one gem that we could get with it's not that fast. So, we're gonna get 2 gems here. This level has some very fun IL strats, but I'm gonna do this. And that's the first gem level. And I'm gonna walk on that tail for some reason. Alright, well, get me low enough. And there's second gem. And those are the only 2 gems we're getting this level. Here's the Chloroblaster. Now I said this one more or less gives me a double jump, which is correct, it does. Which means I can just scale that wall. Alright, that's gonna screen transition us, so we have this. Boom. We're here. Now we do have the mechanic of the cheeseburger, of the lettuce grapples, and yeah, and that's the gem we're skipping because it's really slow. Anyway, now we are going to do that. I love that for some reason. I don't know why. It's just funny to me. So yeah. And that is... No, we have... Call this a chloroform blaster because I'm EP. For real. So now we have one last level, Laser Danger, which I'm getting all the gems for. Very fun level. Oh yeah, that's Thestian. That's who we're going to be fighting, and he's for some reason one of the hardest bosses in the game. I say one of the hardest because we have his post-game version, which is much harder. Oh yeah, that balloon is more or less, if you've played Celeste Classic, you know what those balloons do. They refresh the dash. Unfortunately, unlike Celeste, this game doesn't have wave dashing. Because, I don't know why. Oh, I need more momentum for that. So that is the first gem. I'm for some reason terrified I might have missed a gem. Wait, no, I can't have because they're both in this area. Right. Alright, so that is second gen. And then it's through here. Alright, so that is the last level of this world. Now on to Destian. Very interesting boss. So, the way Destian works, he has a shield that he can block my shots with. I'm just getting up here to manipulate his movement. So we need to shoot past his shield. Alright, I'm doing that so it gives me longer to hit him. Alright, oh yeah, I forgot, I need to go over him for this. I'm stupid. There we go. So now he's in phase 2, which is a lot more difficult because he does not have, he's not fixed to certain areas where he can jump to. And you might have noticed by this point, but Luna's dashes give her invincibility frames, so that is very useful for both normal levels and boss fights. And now Destian is dead. Right, so on to the freezer, where we are going to get some really good levels. And also one of the most broken bosses in the game. That is Pan. He has a strat for him that I specifically call Twattington. It's more or less, you'll see when we get there. This is High Winds. Very fun level. Yeah, but he's not tank this time. It made sense for tank in Grapple Dogs 1 to call that Panzer Platzwagen because it was a Panzer. It's literally called Panzer in German. And German was fastest, so that was part of the joke. Oh, my days. Go over! So now we are going into a very fun level, Sky Switches. Now, Sky Switches is a really good level for Luna because, well, you'll see soon. Alright, so that's a good example of why this level is really good for Luna. And I could just fall all the way down, but yeah. This is the gem that we skip because it's bad. I don't like this gem, it's slow. And then we have this. Probably one of the slower sections of this level. Well, not probably, is one of the slower sections of the level. Alright, that is Sky Switches. Fun level. But the next one we have is also very fun, partially because of the theming. You're going to the big swing in a realm called Casablanca. You can already see why I like this level. So this is going to be... This level's mainly comprised of like 2 open-ended areas. So, firstly I'm going to go over here because we need to collect keys. We need to collect 20 keys, and going about this in the way to get both the gems in the area. Alright, so that is the first 2 gems. That's the 2 gems, the first 2 gems this level. Very fun area. Alright, now we are in the second open-ended area. So, there is another gem here which I need to get. So I'm going to go about this, again, similar way, getting all the keys at the same time on the way to getting this gem. Alright. Right, that is all the keys. Now I'm gonna go back and get the gem. Go, go. And I'm an idiot, because I fell down. Okay, go. Alright, we're good. That is the big swing. Very fun level. Love it. And now we have 2 level entries left. Sword search and... Actually, yeah, I just realized it's going to be faster if I did. Oh well. So... Alright. So now we are going to another really fun level, Tower of Leaves. Getting the last 2 gems we need there, and then we are going to Pan. Very good boss. Very fun boss, especially for the speedrun, if they get the strat right. So, there is again a chance I could crash in this level, as with... Yeah, we're going for... Hi, Stein. We are indeed going for Twattington. Oh, alright. So, this is a very fun level in my opinion. Good level, fun for speedrunning because it's like really versatile. bit of a change from a lot of the vertical. Gives chance to break out the panel jumps, which I love. Come on. Right, so now we're just going up. Alright, so now we are going to pan. I'm gonna go for the previously mentioned Twattington, which is a trick where we constantly re-hit pan. Alright, so we need to get through his first phase then. So first phase is a bit RNG. It's like it depends on whether he decides which side he decides to go to, and whether he decides to go there in one full motion. Right now, if his armor broken, I missed it. How did I miss the pound? Alright, I've got it. There it is. It's just that shrimple. Ugh. Alright, so now on to the furnace, which is tied for shortest world. However, it also has just my favorite power up in the game, that being the fireball. You're gonna see why I love it. It's just peak. Okay, so the fireball. I fly. That is the power. It is. You can see why this is just amazing. No, it's. I have to go through here. Alright, that is fun part. That is part fun done. So now we are going on to the more open-ended section of this level, which is keys. Who likes keys? Me, I love keys. Really good design choice, if I'm being honest, this game. The open-ended sections. Oh yeah, that can happen. Oh! I just have to restart the entire level. That's a good start. That's a good sign. Right, let's try this again. Oh wait, I forgot I keep the gems, yeah. I don't have to do that. Alright, so now it's time to do the keys again and not get soft locked this time. So I do. So yeah, this is just a key collection section. There's nothing more about it really, other than just like good routing, very fun. Although unfortunately, Pan is long gone. We've dealt with him. Alright, now it's time for one of my probably one of the shortest bonus levels in the entire game. Grapple Run. If I remember which one it is, it's this one. So, why is Grapple Run one of the shortest bonuses in the game, if I do it correctly? You'll see. Unfortunately, I've not done it fully correctly. Yeah. If I did that really good, it would have been a lot faster, but still. And I believe it is time I can buy the next 2 health upgrades. Okay, I have to wait. I have to wait a tiny bit to get Luna's last one. Which is the most important for the final phase of the last boss. So this is Lantern Lane. Lanterns are a returning mechanic from Grapple Dog 1, which Wallow has a history of loving the lanterns, which I do not blame them for. The lanterns are really good when they want to work. Actually not. Oh, I thought I needed them for some reason. Now the question is, have I... I'm trying to think, have I missed gems? Because I don't think I have. If I have to get backups, which are not fun. Wait, oh, wait, no. That's a grapple. And that's why you get health upgrades, because of that. Oh, no I haven't. Okay, we're fine. Oh. Alright, now this is just a collection of gems. Again. Colon 3. Yeah, I forgot that can happen. So I want to not do that again. I am... Alright, we're good. Alright, so... Lantern Lane. Now we have 2 more bonus levels, and then we are going to fight the last... Well, not last boss. The boss of the last main world. That being Survey. That funny man. Who is a really fun boss, I cannot lie. And here is the first level where we get everyone's favorite weapon. As the German calls it, the Flammenwerfer. It's versus Flammen. Here it is. I'm joking, it calls it Story. But it's literally, but it's a flamethrower. It's not that hard to understand why it's... Giving me a flame. It throws flames, indeed. However, the only problem with this weapon is, it may, the weapon, it kind of represents, whatever it fires, it represents what will happen to my Switch if I shoot it for too long. Anyway, on to the last bonus level of the entire run. This is the last gem we need of the entire run. This is turning targets. Bonus stage of shoot target. Now don't worry, we get to see the weapons again, including the one we missed, that being the shotgun. Right. Alright. That's the last gem of the entire run. We are now going to fight Survey. You're going to throw hands. I should have gotten a health upgrade, but still. So, Survey is going to... Oh, they're both up top. He's going to start with a shield that we need to destroy the generator things for. And that's going to stun him for a bit, and then he's going to come back and shoot us a bit. Now he's going to do it again. Thankfully, I'm literally right next to two of them. Right, and now on to phase 3, where... Okay. Yeah, the pylons are RNG. So, please, hit. I can tank them. So that is Survey dead. And I'm gonna check if my splits are correct. They are. So, we now have 2 levels left. So this is Nightmare End. We have 1 for Luna, 1 for Pablo. We're gonna start with 1 for Pablo. Nightmare Machine. Very fun level. Okay, sure. Alright, I'm fine. Huh? Yeah, that's the main bad thing about, taking damage, believe it or not. It hurts. And can stack very quickly. Alright, so